Okay, right. So just to let you know, it is now recording. So good evening. My name is Brick. Could you tell me your name, please?
Sure. Good evening. My name is Nasir Ahmed.
Thank you. And what should I call you?
You can call me Nasir or you can call me by my nickname Mac.
Okay, thank you, Nasir. Okay, now in the first part of this task, I will ask you questions about yourself. So let's talk about your daily routine. What is um your typical day like?
Uh, so my typical days like this, I, being a teacher, start my day. Uh, in the morning, I take some classes of the students online. Then after that, I go for a walk. And after coming back from the walk, I take a bath. And after taking bath, I take my breakfast. After that, I get ready for my school, and my school lasted till 4 p.m. And after coming from my school, I go to my academy where I teach for around 3 hours. And after coming back from my academy, I take some rest, and then I go and play with my friends. Usually play cricket, and after that, I uh, come back and take my dinner. After taking dinner, I uh, take one more class of some students, and it lasts us for 1 hour. And after taking that class, I go to bed. This is my routine generally.
Okay, thank you. And do you usually have the same routine every day?
Yes, generally it is same, but sometimes, mostly on weekends, it changes. Like on weekends, I have more leisure time. I go and play some sport in the ground, like I play cricket. So I spare some time for on the weekend, especially Sundays and Saturdays for sports, for games. And uh, on these 2 days, I don't eat that much.
Okay. And what parts of your daily routine do you enjoy the most?
Mm, I enjoy morning the most because after getting up from the sleep, I get up, I'm very fresh, and it's always a new beginning. I go for a walk and I talk to my friends, and we discuss while we are jogging and walking. We discuss each and everything about food, about our friendship. We go nostalgic sometimes, think about the past, talking to having that conversation, that deep conversation with my friends while we are doing exercise in the gym or jogging. That is the best part of my life. And I keep waiting for it every day.
Okay. And are you more productive in the day or the evening?
Uh, if it comes about like writing any topic, be it an essay or article or a paragraph, I'm more productive in the night because when I'm working, I like to be in a peaceful and tranquil environment. That when the ideas keep flowing into my mind, the yeah, night is the no, more productive time for me.
Okay. And is there anything about your routine that you would like to change?
Yeah, absolutely. I would like my routine to change one way. Like when I was in college, I had more time. Uh, I'm a sports lover. In fact, I would say I'm cricket maniac. So I want that time back in my schedule when I used to play almost one match every day. But nowadays I can only play uh, in the weekends. I don't have that much time. When I see my friends playing and I see them uploading their like scored, how much they scored, how many wickets they took today, and everything. No, it gives me this craving to go back to past times and recall those past times back and play cricket every day. But this I cannot do today because of my packed schedule. So I want that time again. I want to change my schedule and I want more leisure time for me to play sport.
Okay, right. We've now come to the end of part one of the speaking test. We will now move over to part two. And in part two, I will give you a topic. Okay, so um, you will have 60 seconds to make notes about this topic, and then you will speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so your 60 seconds starts now. Okay, so your 1 minute is now over. You will now speak anywhere between 1 and 2 minutes.
Okay, shall I start?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. So some 6 months back, I along with my wife went on a date. Actually, now she's my wife. At that time, she was my girlfriend, and it was our first date. We went to a restaurant, and then we had a special meal called Afghani chicken. We were trying it for the first time, and my wife was with me, and it was very tasty, very savory. We had never tried it before, but this was for the first time we tried it, and it gave like it was really exquisite, very beautiful. Seeing there was it was kind of a candlelight dinner at that time, and it gave that special feeling, and it was very nice to have that meal. As I said, we had never tasted it before, and my wife being with me alongside me, it gave it a special feel, and I felt very happy that my wife asked me to try that uh, out, and I still crave. I still want to have that date again with my wife. Though she's no wife, we can go there, but it was some 100 kilometers from my house, so we went there. Since then, we have never been able to go to that restaurant again. But we still keep talking about that. I still keep discussing that that was very tasty, and uh, if we get time to go to that restaurant again, we'll try that out again. So that first date and my wife being with me, it made it very special at that time.
Okay. So we'll now move on to part three of the IELTS speaking test. How have eating habits changed in your country over the last few years?
Okay, so because of social media and globalization, the eating habits, not only eating habits, but everything is changing rapidly in my country. And food habits, change in food habits is not an exception. So over the past couple of years, I have seen that most of the restaurants in our vicinity, they offer like they are serving foreign cuisines like Italian pizza, American pizza, Afghani food, uh, Turkish food, and so many dishes which were unknown to the people of my country. But now we see frequently people visiting the restaurants and eating those, tasting those different foods from different countries, and the demand for those foods is increasing day by day. So we see that the food habits of the people are changing. Here in my country, actually, the staple food is rice and chapati, kind of a bread. But we see that the demand for that chapati and rice is decreasing day by day, and for the foreign cuisine, for the foreign food is increasing day by day, like pizzas and burgers and everything. So over the past years, I can see uh, it has impacted the internet, social media, and globalization have impacted a lot uh,
Okay.
the
And
habit.
we'll start. Okay. And do you think people today eat healthier food than in the past?
uh, people in today's world eat food which is mostly junk. It contains lot of sugar, but it doesn't contain that much no nutrition in it, like protein, calcium, vitamins, minerals, and everything. So people are taking junk food mostly, uh, which is affecting their, which is one of the reasons that why the health of the people in modern days is deteriorating every passing day.
Okay. And how do you think governments can encourage people to eat healthier?
Yes, uh, government should test each and every food that is served in the market in the shop. Like here in India, if I talk about a food certificate like FSSAI certificate is provided to a food. The government has to test each and everything. Like most of the small shops, they provide food which is not healthy, and when a person falls ill, then government comes into action and checks what food that person has eaten, and action is taken against that small hotel. But I think government has to provide government has to be more active and check every food that comes to the market. This is how they can like help people to eat healthy food. And apart from that, government has to like, encourage to mass campaigns about what actually nutritious food is, what are the hazards of junk food. This is how government can help people to eat more.
And do you think eating together as a family is important?
Yes, absolutely. Eating together as a family is very important. In fact, in this busy world, in today's busy world, uh, eating at one table in the dinner late in the evening is the only time when all the family members of the family come together and sit at one table. And apart from eating, they discuss everything that happened today, that on that particular day to them. They can discuss and share ideas and everything with each other. And apart from that, they can like food is a kind of thing that can bring people together.
Oh,
So having meals together can bring them close to each
right. Okay. And how do you think globalization has affected food choices in your country?
other. Globalization has had I can say it's a double-edged sword, but overall I can say it has impacted adversely if I talk about the food habits of the people. So because of the cultural degradation, because of the westernization, people are preferring more Western food and more foreign food, and they are leaving their own staple food. And that has, in fact, caused what we can call a generation gap also. Like this is in the older generation, they still prefer the older food, and the new generation, they are preferring like more of the foreign foods like pizza, burger, and everything.
Okay. We will stop the test there. We've now come to the end of the test, so I will now stop the recording.